And I want the rest of you cowboys to know something. There's a new sheriff in town.
Reggie, where is it?
It's up under the sink, baby. See, that's pussy talking to me right there. Something you might not never know nothing about.
Man, yes!
If you pimp, you broke pimp.
Tell me, do you know the difference between a black man and a nigger?
The nigger's the one that would even answer that question.
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to it. We're gonna take a look at. Oh, I gotta edit that. A look at my black women. Oh, a look at my. I had that wrong a little bit. Look at my black women. My sisters. All the conversations, all of everything, all the panels, everything. Basically, nobody's being real. We just want to talk about everything. You want to talk about deletions. You want to talk about black on black crime. You want to talk about men not being educated, making enough money. You want to talk about men do this, men do that. You know, men can't level up. That's fair. Black on black crime. That's fair. Abandoning of the homes, that's fair. But what about this? What about this big conversation that black women have over and over and over? But they never invite the men to these conversations. They never they never invite the men to these conversations. You got to be a person like me who's going to bring it up. Like, if men never bring it up, they'll believe that you never know nothing about this. You understand? So you know, this is that conversation that comes up only with the informed. A black woman to talk to you niggas about everything under the sun. Except this. Black men are talking to women about everything under the sun. Except this. What is this? What does this do? This is one of the few things that'll put the Gladiator BW in her place. Now, obviously, how does this whole thing work? It works in secrecy. So in order for the Gladiator BW to be put in her place, it can't be around a man. So they'll hide and lie and do all this stuff for you not to know the truth about the real truth. The biological truth. Not all this biological clock. No. Way more truth than that. Now, what's the fun part? Fun part is the black women talk about it amongst each other and to some informed men like me. What is the secondary factor fun part? The secondary factor fun part is somebody like me could bring it to people like you. Okay? That's the secondary factor fun part.
The story you are about to see is true.
The story you're about to see is true. This is the number one conversation in the black community nobody is talking about, and I'll be damned if I let it stop. Now this, what you see on the screen is very interesting. We had covered this symbol way earlier in the year. And what happened was Lil Wayne, I guess his baby mama, I ain't know who the bitch was. I'm just somebody who covers fibroids, and she happened to fall across. So Lil Wayne baby mama went to this place right here, Atlanta Fibroid Center of Atlanta Interventional Institute, whatever. And they had this logo up there. Clearly is not a white woman. She has a little bump on her. She got butt, right? And Lil Wayne baby mama, she went there because the other doctors, she didn't like the way they diagnosed her and stuff like that. And she went there. And do you know, a little bit of time later, she became the president of this place? Well, spokesperson, president, spokesperson. I mean, this stuff is out of control. Now, how many brothers know about this? No, nobody, except her husband and some of us in the know. And that's not even the point of my video. Okay? Just want to set the stage. You know, y'all gonna like this one, because what I always tell brothers is, look, the way you look at a black woman means everything. Now, this woman that I'm about to play, she looks good. All the men want to fuck this woman. At least at one time, all the men wanted to fuck this woman. And nobody says, nobody knew the scenario with her, you know, scenario, put it like that, for lack of better terms. So let's jump into this. Hold on. This is a woman that brothers wanted to do at one time. You know? Like, I know I did. But you gotta be careful. You gotta understand, if you have a woman who's dealing with this, who didn't attack it, or who has a bad diet where it causes certain things to accelerate, right? You don't know that that's what you're dealing with. Like, look, this girl right here, Lil Wayne baby mama, she married a dude. He didn't know that he was gonna have to be, you know, dealing with a woman who had a issue with her, you know, vagina. He didn't know. She didn't tell him when they met, look, I got this stuff growing in me probably in a couple years, because I've been having discomfort when I have sex, when brothers got certain size eggplant and all this other stuff, right? So sometimes, you know, I'll be a little uncomfortable when things happen. I definitely need to get this fixed, but you should know that before you start fucking me, homeboy. And, you know, just let the brother know what's up. But here's our girl. Let's go.
Having me, but I don't know if I'm really wanting to necessarily go into the news, but it's concerning what we're talking about tonight. So again, you know, a lot of times in my life, things are just divinely said.
Now, y'all know we are getting it. Let's get it. We got Gladiators BWs. We got Gladiator BWs. And some of your favorite Gladiator BWs, you'll never know this information if it's not for the Prince. Please praise that. And let's get it. Breaks my heart, but we have to we just gotta be informed. And I'm happy to bring a different side of information.
Having me, but I don't know if I'm really wanting to necessarily go into the news, but it's concerning what we're talking about tonight. So again, you know, a lot of times in my life, things are just divinely said. Moments happen so organically, and they're destined to happen in such a way that, you know, we women, we are so strong. We have to deal with so much. We go through everything.
Here we go. Us women, we are so strong. We got to go through so much. True that. But if you a man like me and you see the Gladiator BW the way that I see him and the way that I'm trying to help you see them, you know this is a lead up. It's always to show strength to say why shit ain't what it's supposed to be. When they start talking that strong shit, it's a lead up to good because it ain't what it's supposed to be. Got you, but you are strong. True that.
That, you know, we women, we are so strong. We have to deal with so much. We go through everything. And if you look back on your life, like I can look back on mine, in these tough times or a moment like this, that it would be where I have to kind of push through. Yeah.
Tough time, moment like this. Ma'am, why, first of all, why the men are not there? Why are you not pouring your heart out to the man that got to deal with this shit? Which is all of us. Well, 80%. Or, you know, I mean, when you see a woman talk like this is how you supposed to be talking to a man that's fucking you. Because this is that pain. This is that love. This is that shit. Yo, you only have, you know, the Gladiator BW runs off two superpowers: the mind, which no man can read, and the pussy, which only few men can read, such as myself. But I decided to help the other men out and give brothers a read on the pussy in case they were not able to read it as sharply.
It's just, I also have to thank God because it's profound that I'm in this space. Receiving that news. And this is a space of women who have suffered the same thing I have suffered.
Ma'am, so you're telling me there's suffering that women go through that the man has nothing to do with? And what is this about? Let's get to it.
You know, it just really this moment will push my advocacy for fibroids, for women, and advocate for them to advocate for themselves.
Shout out to my homie Disagreeable. We always see a scenario where women get together and they pray together because there's a true expiration date on the Gladiator BW's pussy. So they pray together about this shit. And instead of being together with the men where we could help them get the, you know, federal you know, funds needed where this can always happen. Because what it seems to be throughout all of our research and our learning, if the black women had like a federal budget or whatever, that okay, when they turn 21, they all go get evaluated for fibroids, where they say, okay, yours is this size, yours is that size, we gonna get rid of those so you can have a good 20s. But with the women who carry the pussy themselves are not informed about what's happening to their pussy, is how we get right here. Portia went and got surgery here, surgery there, dental work, everything. She redid her whole body, which she probably didn't need, but she did it just to sharpen it up, sculpt it out, right? But ma'am, you're talking about your insides right here. You didn't think to do all that on TV to redo your insides? No. Why? Because I understand that's not something that women are proud of. They want men to believe that their pussy is infallible and prestigious and prime at all times.
In the space of healthcare, when it comes to our bodies, and being in the know and demanding that our doctors prioritize what is best for us in the healthcare system. So for me, as tough as this moment is, I thank God for it. Yeah. I do thank God for it. And so my history with fibroids, it's a long one.
And you'll learn her history with fibroids was a long one. Well, whose wasn't? Every class, a case study we've done, they just ignore it. They understand it. They learn about it. They say, I could deal with it. Then they got to almost die by losing iron and blood clots. Sorry.
So I did not find out I had hot fibroids until I was about 28 years old.
Praise Jesus, Sister Portia. Praise Jesus. Helping my brothers learn. We don't care how you look. What about your insides, honey? We got a whole bunch of niggas and bitches that talk on this internet. Not like this. It takes a real set of box investigators to go out and find the true definition on, yo, boo, why black pussy ain't the best no more?
Yeah, I was about 28. And so I was on a journey at that moment. My big old picture up there, Lord.
Girl, you look good.
Y'all know I'm still silly. But I was like 28, that year, that's the time where you're ready to have children, and you never know anything is wrong with your body until something's wrong with your body. Right. Or, what you call wrong with your body. But
what you call wrong with your body. What do we say bitches call that pussy? Once that pussy is fucked up, they realize, oh shit, I lost half of my superpowers. One of my superpowers is faulty. One of my superpowers need construction. Yeah. No, but I'm gonna go get a surgery for a butt, boobs, lips, hips, tits. Excuse me. I'm gonna just do all that other stuff. I'm gonna make sure, because my mind, I still got my mind. I can make this money. I can use manipulation. I could do this. I could do that. Get my money up. Make sure I got on the best clothes. Make sure I got the best wigs. Make sure I got the best everything. Shit, I got enough money when I'm 28. I freeze my eggs knowing that I ain't got a clear path throughout that fallopian tube. Shit. I can use my mind.
Hell, as much as we know, fibroids could just be a part of our suffering that we get through in life. And we are blessed with doctors like Dr. Lipton to get us through.
That's right.
So I'm ready to have a baby, and I seek a fertility clinic, and I've been going to OBGYN taking.
Ma'am, was you with Cordell? Was you with Cordell at the time? Y'all remember what's that shit, man? Silence of the Lamb. Man, was you with Cordell?
Taking care of myself very well all my life. Never been on any type of birth control, because I always believe those type of things would give you something like a fibroid would, mess with your body in some type of way. So I was very aware of my body and always got checked on every single year.
Right. Ma'am, Prince Simp has alerted brothers to let brothers know this is the shit you're going to lie about. You may not lie about a lot of things, but this one, my brothers know you're lying. Just tell the truth. You did not know. You have never checked. You have always led men to believe your pussy was right. So if a man had got with you because of based on how you look, he should believe that your pussy is right. You are a clean bill of health through and through. This is the story, family. This is that black story. Our black story is so layered that, pick a layer, because this the one I'm picking. Pick a layer, because this the one I'm picking. Okay? Because we starting to get to different layers of why. Why do we have deletions? It ain't just because they want to. You understand? This is serious work.
So it was very alarming for me to find out that I had fibroids. I'm
sorry, I gotta stop it. I gotta play that back. Very alarming. What the fuck did I teach you? Very alarming. My pussy fucked up? Whoa. That's all I got over these niggas, man. I can make my money, but, if I want a nigga with money, I'm making sure I look good. I get my fucking jawline chiseled. I get a rib taken out. All that shit. But my pussy? Listen to how she feel about her pussy.
For me to find out that I had fibroids. And I actually didn't find them out and always got checked on every single year. So it was very alarming for me to find out that I had fibroids. And I actually didn't find them out until I had gotten pregnant. And so I had gotten pregnant.
That's a point that I don't want to gloss over, because it's a point that comes to my thought process every time I hear this stuff. Obviously, more than you guys don't do this sort of research. But I often say to myself, damn, the black man has some strong ass sperm cells. The black sperm flies through. Yo, this nigga be ducking tennis balls and golf balls and hailstone balls, and he keeps swimming in sun, and he still knock these bitches up. Yo, the black sperm is powerful. Promise you, son. They done deleted 20 million since the 70s. The black sperm is powerful.
And we were excited because we were there saying we can't get pregnant. And when I went for my first appointment, I was
Ho. She just said her and her man said we can't get pregnant. Ma'am, I know you lying already. I done told my family that already, but hold on. What do you mean we can't get pregnant? See, now I got to go back because I don't understand. When did y'all learn that part? You hold on.
Like a fibroid would, mess with your body in some type of way. So I was very aware of my body and always got checked on every single year. So it was very alarming for me to find out that I had fibroids.
Okay, so you would get checked every year, and it was very alarming. But you had never said that you and your man had discussed that y'all couldn't get pregnant. Just wanted to make sure.
And I actually didn't find them out until I had gotten pregnant. And so I had gotten pregnant, and we were excited because we were there saying we can't get pregnant. And when I went back from my first,
ma'am, why the fuck did y'all say we can't get pregnant? Oh, you ain't taking no questions? Sorry about that.
For my first appointment, I was pregnant. And so I was so excited. And then the doctor said, well, you have a fibroid. And I was like, well, what is that exactly? I was not familiar with it necessarily, which is crazy again, because here I am in my late 20s, had been to the doctor my whole life, and it had never been brought up to me.
Because you lying. That's why. But anyway, let's go.
As an African-American woman, knowing that we suffer the most. So anyway, they told me I had a fibroid, and I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean with a pregnancy? Because it's in the same space, right? It's in the uterus. And
anybody that I've taught about fibroids know the bitch is lying. We know the story, man. Don't act like it's a question. You know what the fuck it is. We all know what it is.
So they said, well, let's just watch it. One of them is pretty large. Let's just pay attention to it.
I can't do this. Yo, I'm going to shut this shit down. I'm dead serious, B. Like, I'm sitting here trying to have a good time. The bitch lying too much. Now, she just said she had a fibroid. Now she's saying one was large. Ma'am, we already know that. You can't. Why do you got to lie to kick it? Just tell your story. We know it hurt. We know you ain't going to sit around and talk to men like this. It's okay. But you can't lie. Damn, you're a lie to your own bitches. Ma'am, you just said you had a fibroid.
It's in the uterus. In pregnancy, because it's in the same space, right? It's women knowing that we suffer the most. So
I didn't watch
this. I had a fibroid, and I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean with the pregnancy? Because it's in the same space, right? It's in the uterus. And so they said, well, let's just watch it. One of them is pretty large. Let's just pay attention to it. I got to be almost about, I guess it was about 3 months. And at that point, I started having complications, and I started to just have like serious pain in my stomach. Like, I'm sorry if this is too long. You can cut me off. It's a long road.
No, this is perfect. No.
What do I teach you niggas? What do we teach? We teach about the pain. that my sisters go through, and I often get upset because I honestly wish they would talk to more niggas about that. See, because what you doing is you trying to act like you some strong bitch when we know your real pain and we could actually care for you. You just gotta know one thing though. We know your pussy ain't shit and we gotta go get some more. So don't be mad at that. See, this is the whole lying and playing. You worried about a nigga cheating knowing you deal with this. I mean, this is stupid. Sorry about that, man.
I spit it up. So I started having like serious pains. And long story short on this one, I had gone to the doctor on and off. Each time they said, we hear a heartbeat. We don't hear a heartbeat. Back and forth, back and forth. So finally my doctor said, I'm going to send you to a fibroid specialist. And I'm like, well, okay, great. So I went and
I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play, but y'all know, man, I care about the black man and I care about his pain. That man going, trying to be a father with you, going to the doctor, talking about we hear a heartbeat, we don't hear a heartbeat, and you telling the story and you not saying, yo, that man heart is fucking going. That man is in pain. He don't know what to do. Because you worried about your pussy.
mind you, this entire time, I am starving myself. I am on the craziest vegan diet you can even think of because I am at that point trying to save my baby.
What have you learned? Why are we on a vegan diet all of a sudden, sis? Because we over here, we know the story. We know this is diet-based. And we understand that we raised with a bad diet, and once we grow up, we got to try to clean it up. But what normally happens to the Gladiator BW? Do you think she wants to clean up her diet? Or have I showed my family that, they go on girls trips and they eat from anywhere and they just eat all sorts of fly food from anywhere? Do you think they care about the diet? Do you think you're going to tell the younger women your diet is most important because of your pussy? Do you think you're going to do that? But we have found through our research, they go on this diet that men, they go on these diets that's out of this world. We like, God damn, ma'am, if you ate like that, any man would come want to be with you. If you ate this vegan diet all the time, it would be beautiful. Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Some well back, peace.
I'm down to like 140 pounds, if that. And anyway, I got to the point where I ended up suffering a miscarriage, and it was because the fibroids outgrew the baby. A miscarriage, and it was because the fibroids outgrew the baby. And
what about the man? That man is in pain. That man is in pain. He thought he had him a good little hood bitch like Porsche, a little bad bitch. And he thought he was in there, man. Like I say, the shit my niggas go through is unimaginable. Uncomparable. The shit that my brothers go through out here, son. Because we get caught up in a lot of times. I know many niggas, they had a baby because, she had, at least 2 deletions already, and her body couldn't take another one, man. Yes, the goddamn, they don't want to believe that it's a lifestyle. They don't want to believe that it's lifestyle. That's the problem. It's Stop messing with that creamy crack. So you're right. They don't believe in the lifestyle. We've been trying, well, not me. Brother's been trying to tell the black woman, stop doing what you doing. It is the destruction of a community. Your pussy's supposed to be a precious commodity that brings forth life.
And so here I am, a young woman who could have been told that I had these fibroids earlier on. They could have been dealt with, taken out, whatever, and I would have been able to have my child at that moment. But here I am suffering a miscarriage. Go on, get a myomectomy. We all know what that is too well. And I got the myomectomy, and after that, I'm expecting.
I got the myomectomy. We all know what that is too well. Well, ma'am, I don't know what it is. Could you explain? Oh, that's only for the girls, so the guys shouldn't be included. So you're not gonna inform. What the hell is a myomectomy? Right? We supposed to know on our own. Like I say, that's some secretive shit they doing to us, y'all. Very secretive shit, bro. Because like I say, I done put this shit in practice many times. Obviously, I'm one of the top box investigators of all time. So I done been through all sort of different fibroidal pussy and all. I done been through it all, man. Don't matter how you look. A bitch can't sit around you. Y'all just both chilling. Y'all young and healthy. And a bitch talking about my stomach hurt. You like, for what? But you don't know no better. You know?
Think, I should be able to carry and everything will be great. I'll be fine. Went on to have more problems with fertility and ended up getting pregnant. And the fibroids, of course, were still there.
Getting pregnant, and of course the fibroids were still there. What did we tell the black woman? Stop fucking. Get yourself right. No, you can fuck, boo. Go ahead, you can fuck. If you healthy, why didn't you tell that man you got all these fibroids? Why you ain't tell him that you need to get this stuff removed before you let him make you pregnant, man? Why won't you tell? Why the black woman won't tell niggas about the foul? I don't know the right word. Why won't black women tell the black men about the? I don't know the right word, man. I don't know the right word. Because I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm trying to be nice about it because it's a sensitive subject. They want the black men to believe that their pussy is all straight. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. God, don't do it. Psalm Wellbeck, don't do this. Don't do this. But this is what we here for, man. Yo, I promise you, brother. One thing that makes me feel good about doing this shit, and not, I lose subscribers, but what makes me feel good is these topics right here. I know I'm informing niggas. I know ain't nobody else talking about this. I know this is the biggest secret that the black woman has. I know this. That's what makes me feel good about doing this. And some Wellbeck and a couple only brothers only support me. That's fine. Because whether Sam Wellbeck or any of my niggas, whoever didn't know this information, we are most certainly learning. And believe me, you think I go typing in some Portia? I don't type in no Portia. She comes across when we deal with fibroids. That is not my fault. But one thing we have learned, they keep this stuff a secret. They're never going to tell a new man that they are about to start having sex with, look, I got these fibroids in my pussy. Sometimes it causes discomfort when I have sex. Sometimes I have prolonged periods and I be really fucked up. Shit, if I get pregnant, I can mess around and die. That is while women were saying, yo, you could die giving birth, but you're not telling the real fucking reason. Like, come on. And then people tell you, ma'am, you're supposed to get pregnant and stuff early and be a young, hot mother. When your child turns 13, you're still supposed to be of age, looking good, and the daddy as well. And you can still play with the child and run and all that. You're supposed to have your babies early, create family, keep it going. But y'all said no. What they call it? What they call the 20s again? Whole phase. So you gotta have this whole phase. Shout out to Minister Jap, man. You know I rock with Jap, man. You know I rock with the nigga. The man's a complete lunatic. The man's a complete lunatic. But I tell you one thing. This is the only subject that Jap don't talk about, but I know he know about it. I know he know about it, but he don't. Nobody talks about this. Because she's basically saying how she's lying to men about her pussy being damaged, and she's still letting them fuck her raw and get pregnant and bleeding on them with prolonged periods. Talk about, oh, my period came real. Just lying. I just learned from the female about relaxers causing, yo, I remember I went to the DR one time and one of my gladiators said, yo, bring me back some relaxers, some muscle relaxers, because they can't get them. I tell y'all, these people are sick. They can't get them prescribed by their doctor all the time. And they wish to have them, right? So I went to the DR and she was like, yo, you could bring me back some muscle relaxers? And I did. You know, I be listening. So that happens too, huh? Wow, that's crazy.
Come back, those little suckers. They just grow. They don't care, you know. There's like a window where you need to be getting pregnant when they, are dormant there. But when you're pregnant, the hormones make them grow, so it's like a fight. So I'm pregnant, and little PJ, that's my daughter. Her big old self, she just beat them out. That's right. But I suffered. I was like on bed rest and all this, but I'm like, come on, fight through, baby. Like kick them balls like a tennis ball, a dodgeball, baby. That's just right. Duck it out, get out of this uterus because I want to have a baby. And anyway, she's my miracle baby. She made it through. She's my rainbow baby.
See what men got to go through? You think that man knew he was going through all that when he got her pregnant? She posed herself to be a healthy and active pussy. You understand? That man ain't know none of this. But she knew. She knew that baby would be having to duck them fibroids. You hear the way they talk, this shit it's amazing, fam.
And show some love for Rainbow Baby. Rainbow Baby.
Look, family. Look at your sisters. All the bitches that talk to you like shit. Look, this is what I want to teach you. All the bitches that try to act like they better than you. Guess what you got? At the very least, a healthy piece of presentation. Because that's all we got. All we got is our word and our balls. We could try to make all the money we got. We still just got our words and our balls when we strip down. And we want to be our best when we strip naked dealing with a woman, son. We want to be at our best. We don't want to be foul, flawed. That was the word. That's the word right there, son. You think a bitch gonna tell a black man, yo, my box is flawed? Hell no. Hell no. It's weirdly negligent. How you know and not say something to your man? Bro, we deal with this in the black community forever. If I hadn't brought these scenarios out, people who don't watch us, they wouldn't know. Trust me. I have homeboys, and you gotta been dealt with this shit in real life. Look at this shit. Disagreeable says black women pray over each other's bad and flawed pussy. when the men should be there getting the education, and the men should be kneeled before. Yo, I'm sorry, my pussy ain't enough. Go get you some more. Not holding men to this bullshit. Knowing that your pussy is flawed. Come on now. Look at all these people. Key, what is that razor-looking piece of meat that be hanging out there at? Come on. Talk to me, son. Talk to me. I like that. That is what you call, I hate to say this. So fucked up. But they call that shit pullback. It's the nastiest shit. Is pullback. Is from what's inside has came outside. Nigga said that hairline though. Look at this bitch hairline right here, son. This bitch hairline. Yo, and she got fibroids. Come on. How does she get to talk to you like that? How is she not Yo, dog, let me tell y'all niggas something. We are the most sexually we are the most, not financially, we are the most sexually sought after people. We are very, we are them niggas. We will put it down. And we got bitches like right here, look, that you see on the screen, trying to discredit our eggplant prowess. Are you fucking crazy? All over the world we pop. And look what you bitches are in the room dealing with. You think we don't know? Whew. Y'all niggas crazy.
But here's the thing with fibroids as time went on. Of course, I was blessed enough to be able to have my daughter Pilar, but they come back, And I thought, well, I don't really have necessarily that guy that I want another child. I'm good. If they there, we living together good. We good. All of a sudden, they just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I started suffering silently. That is the thing about fibroids. It is a silent suffering. I speak about fibroids very freely, but it's the side effects of fibroids is not something that you want to speak about. You don't want to talk about the fact that you, again, look pregnant. You don't want to talk about the fact that you're bleeding the way you are. You're constantly fatigued. We women, we Black women try to be so strong, so we try to stay as far away from that word lazy as we can, but you really can't drag yourself out of the type of fatigue that fibroids, that symptom can do to you. Back pain and just the mental of it, all of it.
Ma'am, do you tell the man that you're with that that's what's happening, or you just blaming it on a period and just try to act and try to say why you so messed up on your period instead of telling the whole truth so the man could have a little sympathy for your, messed up box having ass? I mean, come on now.
Just got to be so bad. So one day I ended up, my family has a charity. It's called Jose Feed the Hungry. Thank you. If you would like to contribute, it's for Hosea.com. And I was at our grand opening. And so I'm sitting there again. I started wearing all these peplums. That particular day I had a big old fur thing at the bottom, but I had legs. So I was like, I'm gonna give you legs and right here, but we couldn't do the waist.
Man, we know.
And I was sitting there and it was almost my time to speak. And Dr. Lippman walked up, and my aunt, she's just jolly and just like so full personality. And when she loves you big. And she was just going on and on about Dr. Lippman and who he was to the community and all of this. And I was like, oh, wow, like that is so great. So then right before she brought him to the stage, and he donated over $200,000 to our family's charity in order for us to get the building that we were in to operate in. And I was like, wow, what a sacrifice. This is money he had saved up. Anyway, I was like, that is such a sacrifice. What a great man. Didn't hear the part about him being a fibroid surgeon or at that specialist at that moment. I'm just like, wow, this is great. So he walks off, and I'm like, okay. So I believe he walked up to me, or I walked up to him to thank him for his contribution, and he gave me his file. I think it said Dr. Lippman. I can't remember how it happened, but anyway, at that moment, I saw he said he's a fibroid specialist, etc. And that something said, I meet people all the time, right? But just something about, I said, Lizzie, I'm gonna call him. He mentioned Cynthia Bailey, and she had done something with him in the past, and I had remembered when she, had her situation with it. And so I said, I'm gonna call him. And I called him, and guys, I went to go for the consultation, and it happened so fast, scheduled the surgery, and I told him, he literally took a list. Like, he just sat there, and I was able, most doctors, they rush you through. You got a fibroid, I'm gonna zap it out, boom. No, he asked me, he really genuinely asked me each and every, and one by one, these are gonna be gone when you finish. And I was like, okay, I believe you. And so he did the surgery. Literally, guys, like, it's like it's literally nothing. It like where he went in, it just was enough for a needle. I actually have a bruise right here, bigger than that for my V, So it was just a little bitty cut right here. Nothing, like, my aftercare wasn't bad. Took the little medication, it was great. So a couple weeks after that, he said, "You're gonna be good. You let me know how this list starts checking off, like how you start crossing these things." And I went back to him, I believe it was like a month or so later. And I said, well, this is here, a little bit of bleeding is still here, there. And I'm sitting here to tell you that I do not even remember half of the things on that list, because my life has completely changed. My quality of life, the way I think about myself, the confidence that I have.
The way I think about myself. Yeah. Focus on their careers first and not their wounds. See, this is the true testimony of it. See, everybody else that's lying and that's overweight in the hood and make sure that they stay away from a man so nobody could tell them, yo, bitch, you out of weight. You understand? So this is the secret. Well, not the secret. This is the true testimony of evidence showing that they're focused on their careers first and not their wounds, not their overall health. These people use their pussy for some of the most horrible things.
It's just profound in what the UFE is, what it did for me. I was,
Oh, that was my point. Now you see how down she was, and a lot of women are walking around down and upset. I'm telling you, it's painful.
Guy, she talks about being a public guy. It can be brutal. People are not kind. They're constantly asking you, "Are you pregnant?" And if you say you're not pregnant, like, "Oh, we get fat" or whatever. Me, I'm not one to necessarily care about those things, because if I had my daughter, listen, this body gonna give what it give. I gave a baby. That's right. I gave a baby, so I don't care what it's giving you. All right. But for someone to keep asking you, "Are you pregnant?" That was the thing that I was like, okay, because that's the thing we suffer from with fertility. But afterwards, I felt completely great. I'm here tonight because I want every single woman who is suffering to speak out, to lend their voice to the cause. If you haven't gotten checked, go get checked. If you need any type of treatment, go to Dr. Lippman and find it out. It would seem like it's something brand new, but they mentioned it to me back then. But they said, if you get UFE, you won't be able to have a baby. That's what they said. But that's not true. A lot of women have had children after UFE, have carried them themselves and all of that. So that's my story.
It's a lot, man. That's a lot for some pussy, man. That's a lot for some pussy, fellas. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That is a lot just to have some pussy. You trying to tell me it ain't gonna fuck the way it fuck? It couldn't possibly not have babies. It gotta overbleed. You could lose a lot of blood. You could eventually have to get the surgery. That's a lot for some pussy. And you gotta like be this all type of world man because she know how to put on a wig and fancy clothes and her titties look nice and she got nice everything. But then you can't even have the fun that you want to have with it after you bag it? That's crazy. These bitches going Kendra G. Ma'am, you 50 years old. Have you ever had any sort of testing for fibroids? Like, why are we not asking real questions? But anyway, let's move on.
I first realized something was wrong when I started experiencing these really bad pains in my stomach.
Now, like I said, we first saw this bitch when I was just doing regular fibroid research. Turns out this was Lil Wayne's baby mom. I thought she was interviewing somebody else because they said she's the president now. Fibroid ambassador. Wow. Shit serious, guys.
But you had a night. You just came in the house, or you were like partying or something? No, that wasn't you.
Pardon? No. That's not
Okay, you like that's not me. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Maya.
Thank you. I've been looking at a lot of your content and stuff, and because you pop up on my For You page a lot, which I love. But I feel like I want to understand your content some more. As a woman and mom, things like that. I want to understand, like, are we just working on outer beauty? Are we empowering women to be their best selves, like, in every way? Or is it just like, oh, you should be wearing this to get this man, or you should be wearing that, or you should have values, you should love yourself so that when you do wake up in the morning, mommy is talking. When you do wake up in the morning, you're proud of seeing who you are, and you're not feeling, when this guy is seeing you, you're not feeling, how do I say this, ashamed or shy or...
Ma'am, you don't even know how to make the right argument. The argument is, ma'am, you telling bitches how to put on fancy glasses and all that. Are you teaching bitches about fibroids and how to preserve the health of their pussy, which is clearly the most important thing? To have a clean, healthy, be healthy looking type of woman. But you could be healthy looking and not be healthy, and that's the hidden secret. But this woman is arguing about clothes because they don't want to talk about the real story, the fibroids, the whatever, because this is a black thing. I'm sorry.
Any of those things, and you're not stooping to anyone's level to feel like, oh, because he's this 6-8 figure whatever man, you need to stoop to his level. Like, are we empowering women? Like, help me understand.
But you've watched my content, no?
I've watched your content, but I feel like after a time it became more of like, are we gonna tell girls to care their skin, and like there's products they can use to grow their hair, and like versus let's see your body, your nails should be done. How about the moments that we can't afford those things, and we're going through difficulties in life, and we feel like, okay, we need to work towards getting in a better place financially. Maybe a home situation might be better. Eating healthier might be more important at the time than our hair and our nails, but we still want to look beautiful, on a budget and things like that. Like, are we advising women these things? Because I haven't been hearing much of that. I haven't been hearing that at all. So,
that's unfortunate. And if the content is not for you, and I say this for anyone who's on the app, you should definitely block me. That's what I always suggest. If you feel like, you know what, it's not for me, I don't like what Ashley's talking about, I don't agree with her message, I would say block me, so I don't ever show up on your FYP again. You know what I mean? And I totally understand what you're saying, and you have a right to feel the way you're feeling. You have that right. Absolutely.
I was just trying to understand if that is not a part of your content, and if that's not what you endorse.
It is. It's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything here. I'm going to continue to tell girls to stand up. Let me see what you look like. Are you getting your nails done? Are you getting your hair done? What's the outer looking like, and what's the inner looking like? And if you are familiar with my content, do you know we do Ask Ashley? You know we do Level Up content. We do everything here. We do everything that you like. However, young queen, if this is not for you, this goes for everyone watching. please block me.
Content and
Please block me. Mm-hmm.
Now, okay? That woman just asked a regular question, which is fine, and it's not this woman's content, and that's fine, you know? But we was just talking about fibroids, and she don't give a fuck about that part. Just look good. The men will fuck you anyway. And that's fine. I mean, we trying to figure out what's this whole black stuff about. And this woman's calling up and saying, look, tell these bitches to eat right. You already telling them to dress right now. She been saying, yo, don't tell me how to do my shit. Like, I'm out here getting it. And that's fine. I mean, what I'm supposed to say? All I could do is show the gladiator on gladiator behavior.
Actually enjoying your content in the past, certain times it dawned on me, like, okay, you know what? After this girl came off or that girl came off, like, are we caring about how she feels about herself? Maybe some other things could have been going on with her that she wasn't expressing, and then this just makes her feel so much more worse, and or makes her feel like, oh my god, like I'm never gonna reach that guy that I want or that place that I want to be. You know, like I feel like that's what I want to know. Are we caring about their feelings as well? Everyone's feelings.
So let me ask this, Maya, because I don't think it's about the ladies who are coming out here. I don't think it's about any other woman but you. I think there's something going on with you that maybe you are having struggles with or challenges with, and it's triggering something inside of you. So if you want to talk about it, we can talk about you. Is it something that you feel that you want to change, or you feel like you can't do, or you feel like it's not possible for your life? Let me ask that. Because I think anything you want is possible if you put in the work. So do you feel like something in your life right now, you feel like, you know what, when she speaks, she makes me feel like it's not possible for me.
Okay. For me right now, I've noticed like that space that I want to have, creating a positive mindset and creating positive, how do I say this, behaviors has been working so well for me. And it caused me to merge into that place of taking care of my skin, my outer body, my weight, all of these things. Like, for example, journaling is a healthy habit that I created, things like that.
Yo, these bitches are cuckoo, man. These bitches are cuckoo, man. I'm sorry, man. I tried to play it, man. I tried to play it. Let's go somewhere. Yo, these bitches are cuckoo, man. I don't know anymore, man. Like I say, if you bring your husband up, or if you bring your wife up, the black people are going to try to look that person up and get them fired and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
You look like you well lit. You look happy. You have good energy.
No, you know what? I literally just got home from a holiday party, and I saw you were live, and so I was clicking. I changed my clothes, and I'm in my comfortable clothes till 11:30 where I'm at. And I was like, I'm just gonna hit her link and see if I get fed in, and I did.
You did.
Stop the show. She said she just came from a party. Ma'am, was there any men at the party? What the hell are we doing?
You look like you well lit. You look happy. You have good energy.
No, you know what? I literally just got home from a holiday party.
I just got home from I knew I heard it right. I just got home from a holiday party. Ma'am, you didn't think the best thing to do was get you a man to go home with? What is these bitches' problem? She'd rather go home and show that she has the courage to go on Kendra G and be separate and throw herself out there when she was just at a party with a bunch of men. Damn sure was men there. Damn sure was men on the way. Men going back home. Men at the store. It's men everywhere. Now, everything that she's about to say to Kendra G, she could say to a man. Yo, these are weirdos, son. Now, I know they say, yo, well, man, got to speak to me first. That's when we always go there. Of course, some of us going to speak to you first, but you just as equal as a man. Why don't you just go speak to him? This is crazy. She was just at a party, son. Yo, the bitch was just at a party and she came home to go push the button and be virtual to showcase herself to men instead of doing it in person. Where she did it in person, the man would be like, ma'am, I love you. You want me to take you out? You want to hang out? A man would have not let you go home that night. Y'all could have hung out all night long. Because you're alleging that you're coming up here to want a man. This is sick, cuckoo work. I'm sorry, bro. We didn't even get to the damn video, and I did not watch this. But she has said, yo, I just came home from a Christmas party. Ma'am, why the fuck would you bypass all those men? Too proud to throw choosing signals. You got them, because we just broke that down. Because everything that she's about to say, she could be saying to a man after throwing some choosing signals. And if she say half of the shit that she's about to say to Kendra G, a man would be like, well, man, why you got to go home? Let's just go hang out. We'll just go get some more food. Let's go. You want to go dance? A nigga do anything to say. There's the way she's going to present herself virtually. Yeah, they have forgotten how to flirt / jaded. They've forgotten how to flirt in real human life. Virtually, they want to present themselves as somebody. And guess what gives them confidence? Listen to Kendra. Oh, you're pretty festive. You have a great spirit. Yo, these people are sick, man. Same bitch froze her eggs.
Like, hello?
Thank you. Hi.
You look like you well lit. You look happy. You have good energy.
Thank you. No, you know what? I literally just got home from a holiday party, and I saw you were live, and so I was clicking. I changed my clothes, and I'm in my comfortable clothes till 11:30 where I'm at. And I was like, I'm just going to hit her link and see if I get fed in, and I did.
You did.
I'm going to turn my laptop down. I'm Jasmine. My name is Jasmine.
Okay. All right. You have a beautiful face.
Thank you.
Jasmine, where you from?
I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Wow.
Oh, Charleston, South Carolina.
Yes.
Is that where you live?
Yes, born and raised.
Wow.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. What do you do for a living?
I am an esthetician and makeup artist.
Okay. And makeup artist.
Yes.
Do you have kids?
No children.
That's why your kid is so nice. I'm like, you're glowing. So you're esthetician.
I receive it, girl. I put in that hard work. I put in that work and that money and that skincare routine every night.
Oh, you said no kids?
No children.
No kids. And never married?
Never married.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Guys, I don't even know what to say anymore, man. These bitches are sick. That's how come I'm always trying to just get the box. This is ridiculous.
Okay. So we got Jasmine, Charleston, South Carolina, 31 Virgo, esthetician, makeup artist, no kids, never married.
I'm supposed to be real with her. Come on.
You know, in my spirit, in my mind, I would like a traditional, handsome gentleman. You know, someone that shows.
Ma'am, I must stop the show. In this world and society that we live in, would you like to be described as a traditional woman or a modern woman? Modern woman? Okay. So why do you want a traditional man? Why can't you get a modern man? And like I say, guys, they trying to hold you niggas down to tradition, man. Lives in a major southern town full of black men and still single. I mean, she is in the dirty, nothing but blacks. I mean, it's pathetic. Let's just call it what it is. It's pathetic. Like this is how is this a flex? You come out from inside the house. I don't know. You come inside the house to throw yourself at men, but in real life, you're scared of men. I don't know.
Shows up not with what he says, but his actions. You know, and the fruits that he bears are so genuine. It's real. Like, this man has real friends, real genuine relationships. He loves his family. That's how I see my mate being.
Well, at least we can see why you single, bitch. Because you got this whole fairy tale. You done bleached your skin, made yourself look like a fairy tale. You want a fairy tale. You got a good job. You got white furniture. You get to have lotions, and you got a closet full of clothes, and you got a nice bed that you ain't getting fucked on. I mean, everything's fine. You don't want no man?
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers? I don't think I want a man with children. Okay. I don't think I want, and like, not cultured, not well-rounded, not well-traveled. Like, don't come to me not knowing what you want.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
This is
Of
sad.
course, you like a handsome man. Okay, I don't discriminate. Nationalities, ethnicities, beautiful smile. I would like him to be fit. You know, you want to feel safe and sweet and cute with your man. So I would like.
Y'all know I don't like when these black women act like they girly. Y'all know I don't like that. I don't like it. Now, it's one of my pet peeves. You are not a girly type, bitch. Just because you wearing fake hair. Like, let's talk that real shit. You're wearing fake hair. Is that what make you girly? Because I can't tell any other way. Yes, you got titties and a pussy. That's about it. You are not a girly type. Because if you was, and you said you don't discriminate against races, you would be with somebody. About 150K people there. The fifth largest ethnic groups in Charleston, South Carolina are white, non-Hispanic, 71.6. Black or African American, non-Hispanic, 18.1. So guess what that means to her? I want to be well traveled. I want to, ma'am. It's black men that work with you. It's proof that these men have a job. What more could you possibly want? I just want what I want, Brother Prince.
I tend to be a little bit bigger than I am. I'm 5'6", like 180, but I do weight lift.
Whoa. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Sam Welbeck? One thing that pisses me off is when these gladiators play ladylike. It turns me off. Don't ever play ladylike as a black woman. Now look what the truth is. Listen to this.
I would like him to be a little bit bigger than I am. I'm 5'6", like 180, but I do weight lift, so I'm pretty curvy. Yeah.
Okay. What about money? Do you make a certain amount of money?
Not a certain amount, but I would like him to be like stable.
Okay. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I have to stand up?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
I have sweats on.
Ma'am.
Fine.
Oh. Okay. We see that booty.
My fault, y'all.
Oh, you know, there she go, girl.
Dang.
Okay. We see that booty sitting.
Oh, you know, there she go, girl.
When was your last relationship, Jasmine?
Can I be honest? I've never been in a serious relationship.
What are you, 31? Never? Not even in college?
No, never been in love.
Great observation, Sam Welbeck. Let's get the horns. This is a box investigator. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that because only a box investigator will realize, ma'am, you did a real fast spin. What does that mean? That means everything we talked about. Ma'am, you don't got no sexiness. You are not, you think about this, ma'am. You do everything that you got to do to look good. And let's say you got ass, but you ain't really sexy. You don't got no sexiness. You don't know how to, bitch, you need to go watch like some Latin dancing or some Latin shit. Like, you don't have that sexiness. And she just says she lift weights. She's a weightlifter. Ma'am, you're supposed to be practicing how to be sexy, not practicing how to be strong. Wow. You see how fast she spent the round? Who you spinning for? Who you spinning for? You spinning for the niggas.
Okay, I have to stand up.
Yeah.
I have sweats on.
Okay. We see that booty sitting.
She got ass.
There she go, girl.
What was your last relationship, Jasmine?
Can I be honest? I've never been in a serious relationship.
What are you, 31? Never? Not even in college?
No, never been in love. I had a boyfriend. I knew him when I was like middle school, and then we decided to like try it when I was like 19, 20, and then after that, never.
So you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I want to say 2 months, 2 or 3 months.
Hold on.
What do you think?
Hold the fuck up. Hold on. The bitch says she never been in a relationship, but she just fucked 2 months ago. Ma'am, so why did you have sex? So when you have sex with people, you don't got to be in love with them. You don't have to have a commitment to them. Dang.
Time you was intimate with someone? 31? Never? Not even in college? Okay. We see that booty sitting.
Oh, you know, there she go, girl.
What was your last relationship, Jasmine?
Can I be honest? I've never been in a serious relationship.
What are you, 31? Never? Not even in college?
No, never been in love. I had a boyfriend. I knew him when I was like middle school, and then we decided to like try it when I was like 19, 20, and then after that, never.
Ma'am, you just want to fuck, so do we.
So you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I want to say 2 months, 2 or 3 months.
All right. So why do you think you've never been in a relationship?
A good video start.
Good question, Kendra. Put the bitch on some sort of angle.
You know, they say you have a type, but does your type have you? Clock my teeth. That's me.
So the type you desire doesn't want you back?
I don't feel like it. Like, I feel like I fall every now and then.
There we go. That's all we ever been saying. I didn't see this video. That's all we ever saying. What you want don't want you. You got to take me. And that's where the whole problem comes in. That is the discrepancy right there, homie. That is, at least she's fair.
Clock my teeth. That's me.
So the type you desire doesn't want you back?
I don't feel like it. Like, I feel like I fall every now and then. And like, or I'm interested. Not even say fall. Like, I'll be genuinely interested in like, I would like to know more about this person, or I would like to see if this could go somewhere, and it's not reciprocated. And then if someone feels that way about me, I'm like, I don't know, girl, this might not be a thing, and I don't want to lead nobody on. And so it would just constantly be something like that, like constantly.
And you would just have sex. And you expect some man to think the world of you. Wow. Wow. Seems like she would be clingy and talkative. Well, I like talkative. I do like talkative. Just talk, please. Take your panties off. Keep talking. Bend over. Keep talking. Keep talking. And even if I dump eggplant in you, if you could continue talking, keep talking. I don't give a fuck. Talk, bitch.
So the guy that you described, so is it based on his attributes, like physical?
No. It would, of course, like off of face value. If you see a guy, you're like, ooh, he looks cute.
No, the one that you say that so you guys might go on a date or something, but he doesn't follow up, you're saying?
Yes. A lot of the times, I'll say lately, it's been he doesn't want anything more. Like, you can kind of tell.
Right. Now you got it. Talk with your mouth full. Please, keep talking.
They try to get you into their house, you know, and when you don't bend on that, they usually just cut bait and go, or you do that and then there's nothing else after that, you know.
What I like about you, though, is you're self-aware and you're calling it what it is,
And, you know, sometimes it really just, in so many words, he's like, it's a very famous movie. He's just not that into me, right? Yes. And I think sometimes that's a vulnerable space for women to admit, because most women don't want to admit that he just doesn't like me the way I like him. But as soon as you can admit that, you can keep it going. Yeah, girl, it's a hard pill to swallow. But you know, how else? I'm not going to hang on anything that doesn't want to be held on to. I mean, you can't. I mean,
Well, whoa. What about the men that want to hang on to you that make less than you?
Yeah, it has to be a like both people have to want it. It's not one person wants it more. It has to be an equal thing. It has to be a match. Yes. And my prayer is I come across something that is reciprocated. You know,
Ma'am, you have to be the breadwinner. I don't think they ever gonna get that part. The big bosses don't want you. And you don't want me. So you in a nice place with a big bed by yourself with a machine to play with your pussy. Don't you get it? Or just a hoe. Either way.
Like, and you would think it's so easy, but I'm like, I don't think it's that easy because I haven't come across it yet. What the men that you say you do like that you don't feel like the energy's in return, have you ever asked them, like, just what kind of girl are you into? Just to kind of know for your own knowledge? No, I'm not one of those people where, like, I watch, I'm very observant, and then I kind of read between the lines, but I don't like.
Oh. So you will watch a man and you will make up your own story. So you will watch a man make up your own story and judgment and then move different without asking him what he meant. And then when he asks you what's going on, you won't tell him. Wow. Ma'am, you putting on a bad show of the type of character that a person should be. Yes, you'll give up your pussy, and yes, men will take it. And that's all you about, boo.
Know for your own knowledge? No, I'm not one of those people where, like, I watch, I'm very observant, and then I kind of read between the lines, but I don't like judge anyone and put them in a box. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you a blank piece of paper with a pen, and I'll let you write your story, and whatever you give to me back on that paper, that is what I decide what box to put you in. And I hate to say, but 9 times out of 10, I'm disappointed. You know, so that kind of guy, I'll just kind of watch and see. I'm like, well, if I'm in front of you and I'm available, own house, own car, I'm doing my best with my career. I don't have daddy issues.
What I tell y'all, lead with the wallet. Lead with the wallet. Ma'am, I mean this with all sincerity. I mean what I'm about to ask you. Did you ever think that you or your pussy could be whacked to him? Do you think that's an option? Do you think you as a person, or not you as a person, you as a person is a good person, but let's say your pussy is whack. Do you think that's possible? And that's where we really at with it. You say, Prince, how could that be? Well, women always say, that was a metaphor. Give you a pen and a paper, but not literally ass. Right. But check this one out. Women always say, or people say, I haven't had an orgasm, or 80% of women don't have orgasm, or whatever that stupid number is. Whatever the number is. Would it be safe to say the women that say that they don't have orgasms, or those that don't orgasm, is it safe to say that those bitches' pussy is whack? Can they be labeled in the whack pussy category? Because something got to make pussy whack. See that? See, because it just can't be like that. Ma'am, is there a possibility that that man could think your pussy is whacked? And could that be enough for him to not want to rock with you? Because you having your own house and your car and you busting your ass to do your best, you should be going to pay for a man to be there with you. And that way you can have more to offer than a pussy that is probably whack. Don't you see it? Wow.
So that kind of guy, I'll just kind of watch and see. I'm like, well, if I'm in front of you and I'm available, own house, own car, I'm doing my best with my career. I don't have daddy issues. My parents been married 40 years. What's the issue with me if I'm available?
to you. I'm trying to make myself available to you.
So let's talk about that real quick. So own house, own car. You want a guy to move in with you?
No.
Okay, so
let's get it, baby. I'm sorry, but y'all know I love that shit. Just bear with me for a minute. Bear with me. The bitch said no so strong. Bear with me, man. Come on, man. I'm sorry about this. I know I'm a little silly today. But listen, I'm having a good time. That's first and foremost. And second of all, I tell you niggas about the selfishness of these big money black bitches. You are not a boss, bitch. Fuck you got all that stuff for. So you could tell a nigga with money, no. And you could go back to what's yours. And unless some man conform to your shit, you still got your own. You don't want to have no skin in the game. So you don't want to not have enough. So where you got to depend on a man and the man depend on you, you don't want no parts of that. You are a selfish piece of shit that is destroying the black community. By default, it's the man not doing something right. The ego can't handle that notion. Right. The box just ain't shit. I mean, call it what it is. Ah, she confessed. A material girl. Right. Right. Brother, what do we say? Gladiator spirits and behaviors. You can't get rid of that stuff. You think because you put a fucking wig on your bald-headed ass that you ain't bald-headed? That's crazy. That's crazy. And you mad at me because you allowed me to get your pussy and I said, yo, I don't want to fuck you with that wig on your head. I want to get to your ears. You mad at me? I want to kiss on your ears. I don't want to fucking do it the way you've been doing it your whole life with a wig over your fucking head getting hot. Take that fucking wig off. Let your hair breathe. I want to rub my hands on your scalp. I want to kiss on your ears. I don't want this fucking wig all over.
What's the issue with me if I'm available to you? I'm trying to make myself available to you.
So let's talk about that real quick. So own house, own car. You want a guy to move in with you?
No.
Man. Yeah, they some selfish people, dog. It's no reason she ain't got no man. This is stupid. It is the destruction of the black community. Why would you want to be there by yourself? It's stupid. Why are you out here acting like you're looking for a man? You don't want one. You might as well be a hooker. The men that you want to wife you down, they don't want you. Why would you keep chasing that? You got your career. You got your money. Why is it no to a man coming there to live on you? You got it already. Wow. Yo, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever.
40 years. What's the issue with me if I'm available to you? I'm trying to make myself available to you.
So let's talk about that real quick. So own house, own car. You want a guy to move in with you?
No.
Okay, so I think it's dope as a female. I think I respect that. But own house, so would you sell your house and move in with him?
Maybe.
Because I think what you might think to some men, unless the guy who is really gonna be turned on by you having your own house and your own car, is the guy that's trying to move in with you.
Girl, me
you don't
all the time.
Girl. Unless you do, like there's no judgment. But if you want the guy that wants to be quote unquote the leader,
that's what I do.
He's gonna probably want you to move into his house and fall into his plan.
Was it the bachelor pad? Does he have makeup wipes in his bathroom? Girl body wash in his bathroom? I don't want to be laying up in your bed with other women and wasn't rolling around in your sheets.
Some Welbeck, you are on a roll today. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you today, but you called this bitch before she said it. She actually seems wholesome and cute, but super unrealistic. The bitch is unrealistic. She's unrealistic. Ma'am, I wish you knew. That's why you talking to the wrong people. Because if you're talking to the prince will say, ma'am, your whole life is driven by finances. And by you having your own, it's only a way for you to say you don't need no man. I mean, let's call it what it is. There's no way you want a man. Come on, ma'am. Listen, ma'am, you said you never been in a relationship your whole life. That means you've never done shit for a man. All right? This is the majority of the women that's making her money. And they only can be with brothers like Prince Simp, Mendici. That's all they could ever be with. What's the dude name with Candy? Tony, whatever that nigga name is with Candy. He's the best one you're going to get. He's cool. You know, the dude that's with Candy from Housewives. So that's the best one you're going to get. And he's short. So I don't see why these people are sick. You don't want no man. That's all this stuff ever says, brothers. You don't want no man.
No, what?
That whole shit.
Struggling with
That whole man shit is a big joke to these bitches. They put themselves in a financial position where they don't need you and they won't pay for a nigga like me.
I understand everything that you're saying. I think you got to start. That's why I said that you ask that guy, what does he like or what he's like. You might not even.
Yo, Psalm Wellback, son. Yo, Psalm Wellback. You know how it is, B. I'm with these gladiators. I go over to their house. They got to dominate the TV unless some damn football or basketball is on. And even if it is, I don't give a damn that much. I want to get this box. So maybe I got to shower or whatever the case is, and I come out and I got to dry off and be warm and I got to get myself together. And Housewives will be on. You understand? And it's like I'm watching it and I see this dude, Apollo. It was this dude, Apollo. He was my dude. You know what I mean? He was living off this girl, Phaedra, right? She was a big-time lawyer. And, you know, she had babies already. And it was and Apollo, you know, light-skinned dude, went to jail, came home from 10 years of jail. I mean, just living off this bitch. And all they tried to do was get that woman to stop taking care of that man to where she divorced him. You know what I'm saying? And then it's this girl, I guess she used to sing with SWV. I don't really know. She's supposed to be a singer. Her name is Candy. And she got this husband. Now, the reason why they don't want Candy to break up as opposed to Apollo, because Apollo is a rough dude. Okay? Apollo's rough. And the other girl, I think his name is Tony. Tony is not rough. He's more, you know, he's more reserved. He's cool. You know what I mean? So they ain't gonna try to break them up. But nevertheless, he ain't paying no fucking bills. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only type of bitches these bitches can have, man. I mean, niggas these bitches can have.
Even like it anymore once he kind of tells you. But most of these men that you guys, like women describe out here over and over and over again, and they got so many options. Like at this moment, the world, like I was having a conversation about this, and I always want to say the woman is a prize. I really wrestle with that because I feel like that's the only way to really be happy in a relationship. Because most women will be loyal. Most women will be loyal if they're really into the relationship. So you always want this guy to like a little bit more. But because of the way social media has changed, because so many situationships have been accepted, certain men are being treated as a prize. And it just is what it is. Like the more women go by their rules of agreeing to situationships, you know, lowering their standards, the men, they're becoming the prize. And I hate to observe and say it. The certain type of guy. And this is another thing, because there's some men who have to work, right? And this is a guy that has friends. He got that friend who just got the attraction attribute for the money and gets them fast, right? Now, he might not have the attraction attribute. He might not have all the money, but he might be a good guy. So he has to work to get the woman. And he's upset because this is the guy that says, oh, after you went with Big D so-and-so, now you want the good guy, you know? So it's I say focus on the man that likes you. That's the only man that matters, is the man that likes you. Or unless, and now I will say this, but if you are gun-ho on the man that you want, then you have to learn that man and ask yourself, will I become the woman that he wants back? Those are your two options.
Like I said, one thing I like about this girl, she is fair. She knows she up shit's creek. She almost believed, I would believe nobody said this to her. Because she's actually admitting it that, yo, yeah, that happened to me. I'm chasing guys that don't like me. And the guys that do like me, I believe I'm above. And she like, damn. I really believe this is really, you know, she's genuinely, you know, being informed here. Like, yeah, that's just what happened to me. This nigga just fucked me 2 months ago. And he was a big boss, but he don't want nothing with me. And these niggas that like me, I'm damn sure not letting them niggas come up in my house. So it's like I said, man, it's so simple, but it's tough on them because they believe they're worth something.
That's the only man that matters, is the man that likes you. Or unless it's Big D so-and-so, now you want the good guy, you know? So it's I say focus on the man that likes you. That's the only man that matters, is the man that likes you. Or unless, and now I will say this, but if you are gun-ho on the man that you want, then you have to learn that man and ask yourself, will I become the woman that he wants back? Those are your two options.
That bitch said, that's crazy. I gotta be something that I can't be? That's crazy. Yo, son, this bitch is, I like her.
That's crazy. Well, that's how you close the deal. Like, you can stay with yourself and be happy. There's no judgment. You're not that. You can be happy single, right? I know the internet will have you thinking otherwise. No, you can't. So, or you can entertain the men who like you. Those are the ones that's going to treat you the best because they really like you. Now, if you want the other guy and he doesn't want you back, now you have to say, am I going to become the woman that he wants? Because this is the guy I want.
Oh, hell no. It's like,
That bitch said, hell no. I believe this is genuine reaction. That bitch said, hell no. But what we tell all the time, what we say all the time, you can't be with a real man that make money. Like my niggas like Somony, Welbeck, and all these niggas, bitches can't acquiesce to these niggas, and niggas got to do them any old type of way. Because niggas is way more sophisticated than that elementary shit, you know, that they coming up with. It's sad, B. Son Welbeck, man, we're taking a look at my black women. I didn't know the show was going to go like this. I just put these joints up and said, yo, we're going to talk about this. I never watched this shit for the most part. Wow. I'm genuinely reacting to her genuine reaction. Like, this is crazy. She means it. She like, oh, I got to acquiesce to another nigga's life?
And who like you, those are the ones that's going to treat you the best because they really like you. Now, if you want the other guy and he doesn't want you back, now you have to say, am I going to become the woman that he wants? Because this is the guy I want.
oh, hell no. It's like, you can't win for losing.
You can't win.
I did not know she was going to say that. The bitch said you can't win for losing, my nigga. Yo, son. That is the only thing. Well, I can't say the only thing. That is some of my top reasons why I ever started a channel, Sam Welbeck. I had a channel before this. You know the story. I had a channel before this, right? And I had started by saying, well, first of all, box investigations. That's first and foremost. But my story was the same story. Ma'am, you can't be with no rich nigga. And rich niggas have gotten hip to the way that you bitches are. You could only be with a nigga like me that's going to put you on the pedestal, not judge you for your gladiator spirits and behaviors, always try to bring out the love in you that you avoid of, kissing on you, slapping on your ass, touching on you, shit that you do not get when you fucking other niggas. It's the only way you're going to get love out of life. It's what I came out talking about. And they are still fighting that fight. That, yo, I got a house, my job is secure, I got a pension, all I need is a man. But they're looking for this other shit, just like this girl. That's why I say I like her. She's telling the real story. And she's letting you know the real frustration of why bitches push little dogs and strollers and have animals and adopt babies and do all this shit. Because they can't see themselves finessing a man and washing his back and doing stuff for him, washing his clothes. They can't see it. Wow. Wow. Wow.
I have to say, am I going to become the woman that he wants because this is the guy I want?
Oh, hell no. It's like, you can't win for losing.
You can't win.
You can't.
You can't win because you could. The real answer is be with the man I want to be with you. Like, right next to the man he ain't into you. Or you can self-improve, take yourself off and say, you know, I'm going to make some changes. And I mean, and you could if you really want this particular guy that you said is not giving you the energy. In this scenario, he's the prize. So then you're going to have to conform to his wants because you want him. He's not chasing you. Or you could just be with the guy that's chasing you, but you say you don't want that guy. So those are the options.
Okay. Girl.
You decide. Someone said terrible advice. What was terrible? She can either A.
That is not terrible advice. That is not terrible advice. That is the ball game. See, because it's way deeper than what she's talking about. Ma'am, what you are doing to yourself is you said you came from a married family. What you are doing is you are depriving your family from having grandbabies. You are living your life selfish. Those children, those parents want you to have, you know, children. And they damn sure would have thought that the way that they raised you as being a great person, that you would have been parabond with some man and y'all would have made something happen. What happened to you? That's the real deal. You are not somebody who was raised with two parents that gonna have a baby and you gonna be on no welfare, sis. What happened to you? What really fucked you up like this? That's the real story, y'all. That's the real story.
A, be with herself. B, date the men that want to date her because, okay. Or if he wants another guy who does not want her, is she willing to become what he wants and she wants him?
No. You don't have to go that far, Kendra. Ma'am, do you care about the black community? More importantly, do you care about your parents? Do you think your parents want you to have a baby? Do you think your parents wish you with a parabon? So why are you living selfish for yourself? Why is it all about you? Why can't you do something for them? And you say that being with a man is that bad to you? A black man? Well, he don't make enough money.
It's logical advice.
That's facts. It is. And I need to do better with dating, period, because I'm not dating, seeing anyone, no romantic interest, nothing. Like, girl, what you gonna do? You think your mailman's gonna be your man?
You want to date the mailman anyways.
No.
Yeah, I can already tell. You want the sensational guy. You want the, I understand the height factor because you are tall, but you want the man every woman wants. The tall, dark, handsome, protector, provider, good looking, smells good. Yeah, he's wanted by the world. And he knows it.
God. Oh, that's awful. Can't say that's awful. That's awful.
You're funny. We got some more fake questions.
This is sick. This is sick, yo.
Coffee Killer said, have you ever thought about altering your men picks to more accommodated, realistic outcomes? To accommodate more realistic outcomes.
Like I said, somebody said it, man. Yo, the bitch is outright unrealistic. I mean, the man hit the nail on the head. I mean, we talk about unrealistic. I've never heard it like that, but it's fair that she was very honest. And it takes a woman like this that got a nice little place or whatever that's making sure that she is not going to share. That's all this game's about.
May think of yourself as too independent for average available men.
As an older adult, I didn't want to spend all my time binge watching television. So I said, let me go back.
I mean, I'm very open-minded, almost dangerously open-minded. And
in my experience, it's been a while since I've actually dated someone. I've always got the short end of the stick, you know? So like, oh man, I could give you so many examples, but.
So I'm well back. That's all I ever said. And it's not for financial reasons. It's not for some man to loaf on you. It's not for some man to use you. It's just because it's the only man that you could be yourself around. And in my opinion and in my observation of watching niggas of lower income, and especially Mendici and Offset and all of the guys, Papoose and all of the guys, and Russell Wilson and Darius with Kiki, these are the guys that display public affection. They love on you. Ma'am, what do you want? You actually want, that's why I keep telling y'all they're void of love. They want to be with a man that they respect. That shit is crazy where all he want to do is fuck you. Like, there's no love involved, which is fine. I'm not knocking a nigga. I'm just saying, for my sisters, you don't have it in you to draw love out of that man. You need a man that's going to love on you. But I sound too much like right because it's a financial thing. She don't want nobody coming up in there living for free. Ma'am, why did you work and gain that stuff then? Instead of focusing on the man your whole life so you can know how to, live by his code. See, because by you building all this stuff, separated you from having the ability to live by a man's code, even though you came from a two-parent household. So you're actually one of the worst people out here because you seen the format, and what you did is what a lot of these whiteys and other people do. You want to go against your parents. Like, them people made you be a good person, made sure you got a good education and everything, and your return was to make sure you could be nothing like them. Like that, I don't know. All of us took a little something from our parents, from a the way we was raised standpoint, Go down south, see the people down south, family shit. Any sort of, little family shit. Niggas go back to Jamaica or go back wherever they from, do they family shit. Like, that's how the brothers do it. And you always supposed to do it with your girl or whatever. Like, you go see your girl family this summer. If you got a family, y'all go see them. If you don't got no family, go see your girl family. It don't matter. And it's sad that these women don't get to experience none of that stuff anymore, man. Because, like I say, over time, 2050 won't be no more families for nobody to go see. So it's really, really bad, man.
I feel like if I keep bending, I don't want to be resentful or unhappy.
Ma'am, it's just the way it is. And I know you don't want to share your money, and that's the only thing that hurts you.
Right.
Here we go. She bought into the feminist agenda. Go for your career first, be aspirational, and find your Chad later on because he'll be ready then. And you're worth it, boo. That shit is crazy. They just what we're all learning now, not just me, what we're all learning now is that plan was good. But guess what happened? Men had started gaining sophistication and brilliance and seeing all of the games being played rather than just letting them get away with it. Letting them get away with child support and all that. Men had just said, you know what? I'm all the way done with it. I wouldn't want to see how life is without that threat on my life. They done seen niggas get put on child support that they've been around say, yo, maybe I don't want to have a baby. Maybe I don't want to be a wife, get me a wife. And that's where women are right now. And them niggas got money. It's crazy. They are fucked up. See, she's telling the real. I love this one. This was one of my favorites because she's telling the real. The real. I want that man. He don't want me. Many niggas want me, and I got money, and I can move a nigga in, and I don't want that. And it's really hard on me. And they face that shit till they get 60, 70 years old. Still fucking random niggas at the wherever they meeting them at.
You know, you've never been in a relationship, but you've been in situationships. No, like just dating. Like I'll date. I'll go on dates and stuff like that. But then,
Ma'am, it's called hoeing. It's called fucking. Fuck are you talking about? But that's why my channel ain't shit, because of all the cursing. I'm sorry. It's called fucking. What do you mean date? The fuck does that mean? You're letting people into your pussy, meaning, ma'am, if your parents knew the way that you handled your pussy, would they be proud of you? All jokes aside. See, the reason why I'm asking you this, ma'am, is because I want to know, do you have any decency to live and not embarrass other people that really cared for you in your life? That's the only reason I'm asking. Because as bad as black men are that may, clap at each other and stuff like that, they know it's a straight embarrassment to their family. But that ain't like making a family. They still clap people and still make babies. But they know that's an embarrassment. Are you willing to admit that the way that you used your pussy up to now, that your mother and your father would be totally disappointed at the way you did it? And I mean, I know you can't ask bitches nothing like that, but that's just how it is.
like I said, it's something that things will come up, and you're like, I don't know if I can put up with that. So you don't mind having sex without being in committed relationships? I have. Okay.
No. That's all you did. But she stole that question from Kevin. Kendra is a thief. She stole that question from Kevin like a mother. I'm gonna log in with the other stream y'all later. She stole that question. Ooh. Y'all lucky I don't got that. I got it set up too, and that's not on this one. Wow. She stole that question. Wow. But that was the right question.
Like I said, it's something that things will come up, and you're like, I don't know if I can put up with that. So you don't mind having sex without being in committed relationships? I have. Okay. Let's go to another question. Ray said.
That's what I was saying. Do you think your mother and your father would be proud of that, sis? See, I'm just trying to let you know that the way that you live is completely selfish. It ain't just with the money of your apartment. You live completely selfish. See, the way we was raised, you got a little bit of decency to not embarrass your family. Just a little bit. I mean, yes, you could be embarrassing in many other ways, but with your pussy, damn.
What can you bring to a man's table that has everything already? I mean, I guess what's everything to him? I don't think he has everything already. I think you don't have any kids, right? Don't you want kids? No children. No. I'm not perfect, right? Like, obviously, I'm 31 and single for a reason, right? And I don't want to air myself out, but like, I'm not perfect, right? And I don't think of myself as perfect. I know I need to date, and I'm not in male spaces, right? I'm a makeup artist and an esthetician. I don't come across men in the day-to-day. I don't, right? Mm-hmm. So, but I could see myself as a true asset in any person's life, friends, family. I don't fuck up a bag. I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? I don't have baggage. My house is clean, even though we're upstairs in my room and I was kind of just laying down watching my favorite streamers on Twitch. I'm very peaceful, and like, you judge a man by his fruits, right? And I'm a fruitful woman. So whatever I touch turns into gold, and I say that humbly, but I'm a woman of God. And so God has truly blessed me. When I look around and I can literally name the things that I've acquired just by trusting God, by my faith, and by the family I come from, So, and I say all these things that I provide for myself, and I'm truly at peace, and I imagine what's attached to me. Imagine what I can bring to things that are attached to me. I think about the businesses I work for, I think about my family, things I bring to them, my friends,
There you go. Whoever wanted it, there you have it. There you have it. Going on and on when you know you done fucked up. when you know everything you say is bullshit, this is what happens. Trying to talk it right. Ma'am, you're leading with your accomplishments.
Just by trusting God, by my faith, and by the family I come from, you know. So, and I say all these things that I provide for myself, and I'm truly at peace, you know. And I imagine what's attached to me, you know. Imagine what I can bring to things that are attached to me. I think about the businesses I work for, you know. I think about my family, things I bring to them, my friends, my clients, right? Imagine what I would do or add to a man's life, right? I don't know. Never been in love, never been in a relationship. What do I know? But, you know, and so they say, well, a man has everything. Well, okay, then what do you need me for?
I agree with that. I feel like as I sit here, not every man wants to be a husband. So let's start there. So I think a lot of, and not every woman wants to be a wife, but not every man wants to be a husband. But the men who I feel that I talk to that come on the show and have been very clear about marriage, they're usually men who are looking for women that they can partner with and have children with. So I don't think a man's table that wants children, to that last question, is complete if he has no kids. So that's I mean, as I say here, that's the number one thing that a lot of marriage-minded men, when they are focusing on that, they're focusing on women that they can have children with and build a life with. So I don't think that man's table is complete.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you be a mother? Fuck are you talking about? Do you think you got mother in you?
So, do you have brothers? You can talk to more men about this.
I have an older brother. If I'm 31, he is 38, and then I have a little sister, and she's just turned 24 today. I went to her birthday dinner tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it, Jazzy. So did I ask you the last question? Why would a guy be lucky to be with you? I don't know where we are.
No, I was just chatting. Why would a guy be lucky to be with me? I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm just such at peace with my life, and that's just what I touch. I bring happiness. I bring love. I bring peace, like in my personal life. So why would I mess up what you have going on? You know, like I don't want no one to come in my life and disrupt what I have going on. You know, so I wouldn't do that for anyone else. You know, and I'm a good time. I'm well versed. I travel a lot. You know, I like to have a good time. So
okay. Did I ask you 3 flaws? Because I know we kind of went in a tangent.
My 3 flaws: indecisive.
Sorry about that, man. I mean, we did good, man. We did damn good, man. I was very engaged in this.
And he says he has everything. I say, okay, well, I wish you the best in life. This was a nice interaction. And keep it going, because there's no need to waste time on people who just want to say, well, if you got everything, you got everything, and that's it. Because I'm not looking for a man that has everything. I'm looking for a man I could be a part of. And if he feels he has everything, there's no need for me. So let me just keep it moving. There's no feelings lost. Like, there's this war online with this conversation. And it's like, God, it's starting to get exhausting. Nobody ain't got time for it. Like, if you got everything, you have to wish for everything.
Like, what?
She don't get it. I like that. That's honesty.
Why are men and women such at arms with one another when we need each other? Like,
I understand both. I will say.
See that bullshit right there, y'all? This is a phony baloney. If you really believe we need each other, you would bring some man in there to live for free and pedestalize you, and you continue living your life. Just you got real love in your life, and somebody really, really got your back. Just you got the finances, and y'all get married, and he could divorce your ass and get alimony. All right, I'm out.